It's like a bomb just went off in my heart.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number one between Vendetta and the Free Ferrets. I just got corrected on that. My apologies. Let me go ahead and fix that right quick. We have 4 Gibbs and Free Ferrets. It's very, very easy to get messed up. You know what, very, very quick. We are going into the game right now, so very, very quickly, let me go ahead and go over what we've had so far. We did go ahead and have a ban on Battlefield of Eternity and Cursed Hollow by Vendetta. The Free Ferrets did ban out Braxis and Dragonshire because they want me to suffer. And then we do go ahead and have the first one, or the first map is going to be on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Let's go ahead and get in there. So we have Junkrat being been out first and foremost. Junkrat, a very, very good wave clear hero, very good at displacements. There's a lot of rotation on this map, and so being able to leave a mine in a very, very critical situation, or very, very critical position in order to really, like, knock this out, I can absolutely understand why they don't want to run into that. That would be terrible. Also, before we get too deep in the game and I completely forget, do be aware there is a GoFundMe. So our sponsor, Next Level Gaming, has graciously agreed to cover travel expenses for the winner of this qualifier, as well as the winner of qualifier number 2. But qualifier number 3, they are matching the funds for, but we are trying to raise money in order to also cover the travel expenses of whoever gets into qualifier number 3. If you want to go ahead and donate to that, the link is right here. I realized that with the delay that the actual thing showed up before I said that, because I'm just like super professional. I know what I'm doing. Also, hello co-caster. If you won't stay still, you have to say hi to the people. Hello to the people and free my soul. We're going to have Diva being banned out on the side of the Free Ferrets, and Brightwing! Bit of an interesting ban on Brightwing. That tells me that they're a little bit worried about the blow-up potential coming out of Free Ferrets already, because Brightwing is not the best at this map. The global is less useful, as this is the smallest map in the map pool, so it's not the global they're worried about from Brightwing, it's the polymorph into lots of damage. We do go ahead and have Johanna being banned out as well. A little bit more meta... you know what? Actually, no, it's meta all around. All 4 of these heroes are just at the top of their game. Absolutely the heroes you want to see. So looking over there, I'm like, my arms are very visible. So we do go ahead and have... Oh, I should be looking at these names already. Zalgo Jack, the first, coming out with Blaze first and foremost. Most likely an offlane Blaze, if I had to take a guess. Not expecting that to be a main tank Blaze, although it could happen, it's just not normal. Jaina comes out from Vince Noir, and then we do have Desda coming out on her favorite Anduin. So here's the problem, I get one glove on, and then I'm like, where is the other glove? Or the other sleeve, I should say. That's not it. So we do go ahead and have... Oh, I'm so sorry. Toru comes in with a Deckard Cane. A little bit of a healer for healer action. And actually, is that a, like, main tank Tyrael? Very, very interesting. Very aggressive. There's two chess videos I'm watching right now that's always very aggressive. And it always makes me smile whenever I hear it. Unfortunately, I don't have a computer voice, so I can't do it quite to the same effect. Okay, this is starting to get embarrassing. Count me always number 1 and prepared. You know what? Don't worry about it. I'll just only have one glove. This is not a good time to, like, fiddle around with that endlessly. So we do go in. So if Tyrael is going to be, that's a super, super engage heavy comp. The Tyrael and the Blaze can just be a stun for days. They're going to ban out Diablo in order to keep their opponents. Hammer is being banned out. That's a bit of an interesting. I don't necessarily know that I would expect a Hammer after this opening, but it's not impossible. Sylvana's going to have a lot of split push potential, and then we do go down the very. So that's very, very telling. That means if Blaze ever charges and misses, Varian can just hold him in place. And that's the thing. If Blaze isn't able to stand on the fire, he actually doesn't have that many. He can get blown up pretty quickly, especially from a Jaina. Like a Varian taunt into Jaina Blizzard is terrifying. Reborn goes in and comes out with the Kale Thoughts. We have the Mages of Fire and Ice coming in here. And then Maiev. Maiev is an interesting pick, because here's the thing. Maiev punishes, like, groups of melee heroes. But all they've got is Varian and maybe Thrall if Thrall comes down. Like, Sylvanas and Jaina shouldn't be in, so Maev's gonna have a hard time getting the resets on her, like, sweeping attack. So I'm not 1000% sure that I like this as a pick. But regardless, we'll get into the game right now. I will get predictions up. Put your money where your mouth is. You should have some if you follow the channel. Let me turn this off so you guys can all talk. This is a bit of a bigger event. Hopefully I don't get hate rated. That would be terrible. Let me do that instead of worrying about predictions. I'll try and worry about both, though. Alright, I have turned that off, so if you aren't able to talk, go ahead and refresh. It should let you know. I will turn that back on after this weekend for sure. Ah! Did not get predictions up? I apologize. You know what? Let me just real quick.
Prepare yourselves. The battle begins shortly.
Alright, here we go into game number 1, as that's gone ahead and gotten that taken care of. Looking at Vendetta, the blue side, the Viscount of Evisceration. We do have Indigo Zap is playing that Maiev. Toru is going to be on the Deckard Cain, the Alderman Deckard Cain. SCH is going to be playing Tyrael, Reborn on that there Kael'thas, and Zelgo Jack the First coming in on Blaze. But meanwhile, on the orange side of the battlefield, coming out of the right, we do have a Special Chai playing Varian. Geo is going to be on the Thrall. I wondered about that. I'm like, really? Geo on Varian? That'd be different. Nematode is going to be playing the Sylvanas. Desda going to be playing the Lad, Anduin. And then Vince Noir is going to be on Jaina. They are Free Ferrets, the Federation of Ferocity. Here we go. It looks like a big group in the middle. 4-man, but here is Reborn coming down. Reborn going to try. No, Geo does go ahead and move back. Does not get hit by Zelgo Jack's charge. Going to be A-okay, and that is going to trigger a rotation up here towards the top of the map. Neither team... I almost said neither team going to their mercenary camps, and the mercenary camps haven't spawned yet. Raka, good job. And back and forth, we do have potions being consumed real quick. Looking at it, roughly a little bit of experience lead right now for the side of Vendetta. Looking at our level 1 talents, we do go ahead and have Kael'thas going for Mana Addict. Fingers of Frost on the Jaina, and then we do have High King's Quest. Oftentimes that's the precursor for Twin Blades, but I cannot imagine the Varian going Twin Blades here. I'm almost positive we will see Taunt. That would be ridiculous if we went to Twin Blades. Would you go ahead and have the camping picked up right now by Vendetta? No answering camp on the side of Free Ferrets. Would you go and have Geo moving back? Geo playing a bit defensive, although it actually looks like he is winning the engagement at the moment. Does go ahead and miss with that Spirit Wolf. Moving back up to the middle, we do go ahead and have this moving in. We will go ahead and have Desda and Nematode move back here, go ahead and take their own mercenary camp, while Special Chai and Vince Noir try to hold this back for the time being. 30 to 26, a little bit of Spider Butt lead on the side of Vendetta, but not significant. Special Chai goes ahead and moves back. Will be the first blood as Deckard goes ahead and gets that with a Herodric Cube. Varian trying to be cool and hang out with cool kids. It's like, I'm not square, and then he gets squared in the face. They are moving in here. They go in. Vendetta takes out the front wall of Free Ferrets and are moving in here, trying to do the best that they can. There's Vince Noir. Vince Noir very, very low, having to move back. Indigo Zap is living in the back line right now. Is going to go ahead and move back for just a second. There is that going on down. So to go ahead and push back that aggression. Still roughly even in terms of spider butts, despite that engagement. And we do have Geo in the area. If Geo can come in, this could be a 5 versus 4. but it looks like does not have a good source of engage, so he's just kind of hanging around, This will give them a little bit of an experience disadvantage till Geo gets back. It looks like he's going down to do that right now. And we do have C Smash, so not the Twin Blades, I wasn't wrong about that, but we actually don't have the taunt coming out of Varian. Looks like the bottom camp is going to be picked up by Zalico Jack. Or Zalico? No? I don't know where that came from. Zalgo Jack, and then Indigo Zap. Meanwhile, up top we do have SCH. For some reason, I saw that and my brain went SCP, and I was like, this is not a cryptid situation. Oh, nice. We do have the a lot of damage going into SCH. SCH does go in and get out. On the demonic Tyrael, is going to survive. Special Try takes a bunch of damage. Is going to go ahead and move back. Does not have the extra hit points. We do go in. There is the Decker Dorito. Goes ahead and takes out Sylvanas. Sylvanas going down. We do a Special Try moving up top. 24 gems sitting on Special Try, but no one able. Geo moves in, has to play tank as the tank was not around, and looks like Special Try will go in and get out of there. Rude, says Geo. Killing me in a video game. We do go have the first kill going over to the side of Free Ferrets, but 5 kills are sitting on Vendetta, so Vendetta definitely in the driver's seat of this engagement. They are moving in, trying to get their very first fort down, and looks like the middle fort will be going down in just a second. You go and have, there is a mercenary camp in the bottom pushing down. Reborn coming in to help that out, says, okay, I need you to start throwing rocks again. Are they throwing like mosaic tiles? I've never noticed that before. Those are not normal rocks. Those are precious pieces of art that they're just flinging. I think it's mosaic. I think it said mosaic because my Oklahoma accent came out. Is that they are mosaic tiles? Cletus? Oh man, Vendetta has a Vendetta against. I don't know what Free Ferrets did, but the Vendetta has definitely been activated as they go in and net another 3 kills. Only Varian Sylvanas coming through. Actually, I just noticed the entire team of Free Ferrets is from the Warcraft universe. Guys, this is a like Blizzard brawler. There are more areas to pull from, just so you know. Here's Vince Noir up in the top lane, getting things taken care of. Yeah, originally I'm from Oklahoma. I grew up in Tulsa. Alright, we do go and have Nematode moving out. Goes ahead and catches the wave of death to the face, and it looks like we may have the first keep of the game going down as Vendetta continues to march forward. There is Special Try. Special Try goes with the smash, but not. We do have Anduin pulling his dad. It's always weird when Des is playing Anduin. I'm like, which pronoun do I use? But Anduin pulling his dad out. Special Try, you need to get Special out of there. Does go ahead and avoid the Blaze charge, but we do have a Geo going down in the side lane. We do go ahead and have SCH coming through. Big old Decker Dorito goes ahead and helps this out. Looks like they're going to go ahead and get another Mercenary camp. I think only one Mercenary camp has gone orange this entire battlefield. So we have this being taken care of. We do go ahead and have Geo moving down. Special Try looking to go ahead and push this back. They need to stabilize. They don't have level 10s yet. Their opponents definitely do. We do get Sanctification on the Tyrael. Bunker Drop, Phoenix, Stay While and Listen, and Containment Disc. That is a lot of safety coming out of Vendetta. Like 4 of these ults are disengagement ults. I mean, obviously, Containment Disc can gotta go either way, but definitely her more defensive of the 2 ults. And we do go in off on the other side, Shield Wall, Earthquake, Wailing Arrow, Summon Water Elemental, and a Lightwell. And it does look like we're going to see our blue team move up and go in and start taking on the boss. Poor boss got really, really beat up in Sky Temple. Comes down here to the Spider Queen with all a bandaged booty because bad things happened up there. We do have Phoenix committed to this. Will not be available for a full minute. That's a bit of a weird, like that. I mean, like I don't think they need Phoenix, but it's odd to use that for the boss. I know it's possible, but I know the intended use of it is a little more aggressive. So we do go ahead and have the blue team up top, pushing with this boss. Spiders are coming in. A little bit of a late turn on the spiders. You would like to be hitting this keep with the boss right spiders got here. There's the earthquake coming out of Geo, but a lot of damage. Geo goes down, Varian goes down. We do go and have the bunker going down. SCH does not make it in time. And actually looking at the bunker, the last auto attack went inside the bunker and killed him inside. I don't know if that's a thing, but you know what? By golly, it should be. Blue team has destroyed a fort. We do have Nematode and Vince Noir right there. There's a big old man. Blaze goes ahead and like puts notches in their belt. We do go and have the push. This should be the end of the game. I do not think that Varian and Thrall can hold this off. And we also do have 2 more spiders waltzing in. There is we do have a kill onto the Blaze, and Goods doubles their kills as this last engagement happens, but that is going to be core going down, and game number 1 does go in favor of Vendetta. So looking at things at the end of game number 1, we do have, in terms of hero damage, Indigo Zap does put my fears about Maiev having a hard time with their abilities with so few melee to rest. Definitely runs away with it. 22,000 coming out of Reborn, and Special Chai comes in with 17. In terms of healing, Decker does heal for 33,000. And then that ever-important off-lane side soak experience is won by Blaze with Zalgo Jack coming with 9,000 soak. Talent-wise, we got those. So we do go ahead and have, looking at things real quick. Zalgo Jack does go with fairly normal Incendiary Gauntlets, Suppressive Fire. Does go ahead and reduce spell power. Definitely useful against that Jaina. Jaina was their primary source of damage. I was gonna say, not full mage build coming out of Sylvanas, but also could be useful against that. We have the bunker, and then of course Collision Course. We definitely saw the Collision Course at the end of that game for sure. Looking at the Thrall, I don't actually play Thrall, but those all look like talents. So with that being said, I will be back for game number 2. Don't go anywhere. And of course, as soon as this finishes, most likely we'll be heading on to fight Baby Diamond Hands with whoever wins the series. All right, here we go into game number 2. We are going to go ahead and be moving into Infernal Shrines right about quick. So you know what? Last minute edit. I feel like that one's a little bit more important to have like center stage, don't you agree? So we do go in. Infernal Shrines are probably the most balanced map in the map pool in the sense that there's a lot of strategies you can do. You can go with a Mercenary Rush, you can go with Side Push, you can go with Objective, you can go with like Minion Clear or with Team Fight. Like almost every strategy in Heroes of the Storm is viable on this map, which is not something you can say about most of them. We do have a lot of the same bans coming out. Diva being banned out by Free Ferrets. We do have Junkrat being removed. Alright, once again the ban on Hammer. Interestingly, I think Hammer was the third ban. What did they ban last time? Johanna? They banned Johanna last time. That may indicate they're planning on taking Johanna first pick. One second. I have to be super professional. Alright, so we do got a Stugov banned up, and they take Blaze first. Geo actually would have been the Blaze, not the Thrall. His patented Thrall is not coming through. Also, I will mention, if anyone does not know, if anyone is just here to watch like a high-level HOTS, I should mention, this is the first qualifier, day 1 of the first qualifier for the Heroes International. The top 4 teams, because there are 4 streams, go ahead and hit /Smart Multi-Twitch if you want to see all the streams that are going on. The top 4 teams go on to tomorrow for the actual like double elimination playoffs, and the number 1 team does qualify to go to the LAN event in Miami in, I want to say, October. There are going to be 3 total qualifiers, but the third qualifier is going to be taken from the basically 3 teams that did not make the made day 2 but did not qualify from each of the 2 qualifiers. So you gotta enter the one of the first 2. You can't enter first 3. You have to be invited to the number 3. So that's what we're playing for right now. We do have Tychus being banned out. We did again have that Hammer and the Stukov. Deckard once again taken by Toru. Very, very eager, and Deza does take her Brightwing. Diablo going to go ahead and be banned out. They still do not want to give Diablo up to SCH. So, looking at this so far, Hogger versus Blaze is an interesting matchup. I do feel like Blaze has better sustain than Hogger, so I think he'll win overall. We do go in that SCH comes out with the Garage Throwboy. Into Deckard, though? Kind of a weird pairing. But last time they had a weird pairing, too, and this sort of worked out for them. Reborn comes out in the Vala. We don't have either of the DPS yet. Johanna going to be a good stalwart barrier against that. And then the Brightwing is going to help with the engage. Goes for a little bit more stun heavy with the Gravity Lapse coming out of the Kael'thas, and then Nematode still staying on Sylvanas. Not as much burst as they had last time, but they may not need it. Polymorph into stun, into just all of Sylvanas and Kael'thas' damage. Possibly with a collision course coming out of Blaze out of the top lane. Sounds good, huh? Last pick is going to come out of the Leoric. So that's interesting. That may mean that we're looking at a 1-3-1 with Leoric and Hogger in the 2 lanes, because they already had an offlaner. Or it's going to be 4-man Hogger. That's also a possibility. 4-man Leoric would surprise me. I don't think he adds a whole lot. Like, he can slow people, and he has % damage, but I'm not sure that he really adds what you need for the 4-man. You know, we'll have to see. These teams are better than I am. Let's get into the game. So we do go ahead and have coming in here, representing Vendetta, our blue team. We do go ahead and have Zalgo Jack playing the Leoric. We will have Toru on the All-Man Deckard Kane. I will always do that. I will always do that impression. Get used to it. We do have Valhalla being played by Reborn. SCH, ooh, doing a little spin on the Garrosh. And Indigo Zap is going to be on Hogger. Meanwhile, on the orange side of the battlefield, representing Free Ferrets, we have Desda on the Brightwing, Special Chai on the Johanna, Geo is playing Blaze, Nematode is on Sylvanas, and Vince Noir playing the Kael'thas. Big engage in the middle. Special Chai does go ahead and catch a bomb to the... SCH actually, like, ground breaks the wrong way. Whoopsie. We do go ahead and get Journeyman Cooking, already at 1 stack from that initial blast. And Fire at Will, not going for the Gambit talent for the Yuvala. We do go ahead and have a Mana Addict once again for Kael'thas. There is Geo, comes in, a lot of damage coming through. We do have Johanna trying to get out. Oh, Deza very, very low. Will get killed off by the Deckard Dorito. Did get slowed down a little bit much, but it looks like Leoric is in trouble. There is a counter kill. Very, very quick, but that's a nice throw. Nematode in a lot of trouble. Nematode's not going to get out of this one. Geo trying to come in for the save. Will not get it, and Geo needs to actually get out of here themselves. We do go and have Johanna gets taken out as well. I was going to say much, much more even early game, but then that happened. A little bit of an overcommitment from our orange team, I think. Someone's been playing a little bit too much for Witch Doctor. It was like Vengeance for Zoltine. Here's Vince Noir and Nematode moving down to the bottom. Hogger is trying to pick this up, but Hogger is all by his lonesome. Make it caught here if they go down and check it. SCH does kind of let them know that someone's down there. Will they look? Will they look? Will they look? That is the big question. And the answer appears to be no. Go ahead and get this picked up by our orange team real quick. Meanwhile, a good push into 2 lanes. We have Geo trying to double soak, coming up here, going ahead and getting this cleaned up. Not going to let it do any damage to the wall, but while this being cleaned up, no one's stopping these. Oh, big engage happening over here. Vince Noir takes a good bit of damage, is having to run off. Are you in an OFT? Oh, do you have Leo gets Geo? I'm in the wrong fight at the moment. You know what? That's okay. I'm allowed. With that being taken care of, we do go ahead and have Reborn. Moving in, moving out. Very, very nice. Up to 12 stacks of Fire at Will. German Cooking up to 8 stacks. We do get Subdue taken on the Johanna, but obviously not completed yet. This will be a Frozen Punisher coming out of the top lane once this is taken, but already a level lead coming out of Vendetta. Well, it's a 2-level lead when I started that sentence, but then it changed mid-sentence. And it does look like they're saying, you know what? Let them have the Frozen Punisher. It's the first Punisher. It does not matter. Push in, use your Sylvanas, and do some damage. This is doing a lot to get them caught up in experience. Garrosh is coming down here saying, hey, leave my wall alone. That's not okay. And both teams like that are level 6. A little bit, Leo comes in from behind, actually gets caught by Special Chai. Will go ahead and get back out of there, though. Let's go ahead and Spooky on Walk. Fun fact, slowing does not affect Spooky Walk. I'm sure everyone in this channel knew that. Hogger is up here clearing. It does look like we got a rotation coming up. Leo's lagging a little bit behind. This could be a momentary advantage for Free Ferrets. There's a big old stun as SCH goes ahead and does not get to throw anyone. Hogger has peeled off at up to 12, but right now here's the fight. Dorito comes out and does go ahead and capture Sylvanas. Nematode has to go ahead and try and walk out of there. Going to be able to, but a little bit low. There's a nice stun onto Reborn. Geo gets pushed into the backline. This is the time that you need. Geo taking a lot of damage. Dorito does go ahead and zone everyone else out, and Geo will go down. Does not yet have Bunker because does not yet have level 10. That's how that works. That is going to be the trigger for Hogger to come back up here and start looking for the God Bounce. Bum, 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 bum. Special shot gets thrown out, but you know what? Johanna doesn't actually care about that as much. Johanna's cool. So 28 up here. Meanwhile, there was a decent bit of damage. They are going to go ahead and get side pressure started up. Going to try and take this out. I don't think they'll have time to take another camp before they have to go up and deal with the Frozen Punisher, because it is just about to head on out. But they do go ahead and have Geo come down here and take this one. Leo may sniff this out. It's like, I don't see Geo on the map anywhere. You know, the Punisher is going to come up here, and I'll go ahead and take a fort out. I'm going to try and keep an eye on both of these. Oh, Desna comes down. That's... Oh. Nice sidestep. But yeah, Zalico Jack is not going to be able to stay in this fight. And will Zalico go down? Will Zalico... No, I think Zalico will actually get out. We'll get back over to this fight with that Frozen Punisher. They do go and get a kill on Sylvanas. They are at the keep right now. Immortal is distracted by a minion wave. Does finally make its way back to the keep. Punisher actually not immortal. This is not Immortal Shrines. This is Infernal Shrines. There's a difference. That is fair. One second. There we go. Super profesh. Now you don't get to see Kel'Thas's face, but you know what? You shouldn't see it anyway. Let's go and get that out of there. We do have a kill onto Brightwing. Nematode going to go down. Viscera just barely gets out of there, but this looks like the beginning of the end. Vendetta definitely cleaning house at the moment. Oh, I don't know, actually. I say that, but it does look like they are falling back. They're like, you know what? The death numbers are very, 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 short. We don't want to be here any longer than we have to. But they did get a keep with the first, Punisher. Very impressive. The wall did go down to the pressure, and then this one also got a wall. So there we go, and Indigo Zap goes in and gets zapped. Tries to get out of range of that one. But here's a Geo coming in. Geo does miss with the charge. Not able to use that as an initiation. Level 10 talents are online. We do get Decimate, Stay Well and Listen, Entomb, Portable, and Strafe coming out of the blue team. Our orange team does have Blessed Shield, Bunker Drop, Blink Heal, Phoenix, and Wailing Arrow. There is Geo goes ahead and gets caught. Bunker comes down. There is the Unstoppable. Johanna comes in and goes back out. Oh, nice throw on Vince Noir. Vince Noir just gets absolutely pustulated. Looks like no, Leo gets out, and so does Reborn. I feel like they could engage into this. There's very, very low health pools. I know it's 4 versus 5, but they definitely missed their window to do that. I mean, I want Ferrets to win only because I won a game 3. I always want a game 3. Go ahead and moving back and forth. We do go ahead and have a lot of damage coming in. Geo goes ahead and turns on his adrenaline stim pack. Clear this out very, very nicely. That is what he took. Yep, yep, yep. Go me. Alright, up to 20. Psycho Jack takes a good bit of damage. Geo is going to be saved by Bribing. There comes the Entube coming in. We do go ahead and have SCH in the backline fighting the entire world right now. Reborn is nearby. I love these high-level teams, how they don't engage on the objective. Like, they're just like, we're going to engage on your way to the objective. There goes the Johanna going down. Geo goes in and gets a stun onto Garage, followed up by a Polymorph, but that is going to be the rest of Orange trying to get out of here. We will have an Arcane Punisher come out in just a moment. Okay, there's a big oh my goodness! Bribing just stopped having health, but they do go ahead and get the counter kill onto Garage. That is their second kill of the game. It's funny how they started off getting a kill very, very early, and then it just did not continue. Core is under attack. They don't have a tank, but they do have a Punisher. And Punisher going to town on Geo. Geo said something about that Punisher's mom. Geo, why would you do that? The paint is scratched, the shields are down. We're going ahead, down to 50%. There's the big old John Cena comes in, smashes Vince Noir. Vince Noir trying to goes in and gets back to safety. There's another kill into Johanna, and there is game number 2, the domination, and the winner going to Vendetta. They will be moving ahead to fight Baby Diamond Hands in just a moment. We do have, in terms of the overall stats, 38,000 damage coming out of the Vala. Hogger has 31, and the Nematode looks at 27,000. In terms of healing and shielding, we do have Toru with 68,000 and Desda with 40,000. And then Leoric does win the soak game by a lot. 13,000 soak compared to Blaze's 8,000. Yes, hello? I did not mean to leave that screen. Regardless, I will see you in just a second for Baby Diamond Hands versus Vendetta. Whoops.